Hello everyone, in this video, I will demonstrate you how you can implement a data storage and retrieval using cloud-based database service. So here in the Azure portal, we are using the SQL database service that is provided by Microsoft Azure platform. So here you have to search for SQL database and you have to click on that option and go to the create. And here you have to first of all write down the name of the resource group. So here you have to create the new resource group. So I'm writing here DB demo 1, that is my name of the resource group. Then you have to give the database name. So you can give here DB demo 1, that is the name of the database. Here you have to give the name of the server. So that's why you have to create a new server. So I'm creating here TN server. And you have to select the region, that is West US. Then now in the authentication method, you have to click on the use SQL authentication because we are logged into the database with the help of server name and the password. So I'm putting here name of the server. Then I'm putting here my password. And that password you have to remember whenever you are logged into the database. So this username and password you have to note down whenever you are creating your SQL database application. So now click on the OK button. Now you can check here, you have to configure your database. If you are selecting this size, then it will be overcharged. So you have to go with the configure database option. Here is also option for configuring the database. And you have to select the standard size. But you can select here the basic plan for less demanding workload. If you are selecting this one, this price will be less. If you are selecting this option, that is standard and budget friendly, that will be charged as a 1224. But if suppose you are selecting here the basic plan, then the charges will be less as compared to other plans. So you have to select here the basic plan and click on apply button. So here what you have done, first of all, you have to give here the name of the resource group, then name of the database name. Then you have selected here new server. After clicking this create new button, you have created one server. And then you have to select here compute plus storage option here in the basic plan you have selected. Then in the backup and storage redundancy, you have to click on that locally redundant backup storage. Then go to networking option. And here you have to click on the public endpoint. The remaining options are as it is. Now you have to click on the review and create button. And click on that create option. So it will be first of all validating, and after validation, it will start the deployment process. Now you can check here the deployment is in progress. And this server is accepted here. So still our deployment is in process, so we have to wait here. Once the deployment will be successful, it will show the option that is go to resource option. So now our deployment is complete and it will be showing as an option go to resource. So you have to click on that option, that is go to resource. Then you have to go with the setting, that is network setting. And go with the configure access and go to the networking option. In the networking option, you have to click here, add your client IPv4 address. So click on that plus sign and this rule name will be showing here. Starting IP address, ending IP address will be showing here. You have to click on that save button. So these are updating your server firewall rules. Then next one, in the next step, you have to search for here SQL databases. So this is your database that is your created, that is DB demo 1. Now you have to search for a query editor. So after typing here query editor in the search box, this option will be visible here. You have to click on that option. So whenever you are clicking on that option, it will be asking for the login name and password. So this login name that you have given to your server and the password that you have set, you have to enter your password that you have created while creating your SQL database with the help of your server. So I am putting here my password and just click on this OK button. So after entering here login name and password, it will be logging into your server. And once it will done successfully, it will show this query editor. And in that query editor, you have to perform your CRUD operation. So first of all, for creating a database, I am entering here the command and this query has been written, that is create table name. So you can put here create table, then your table name. So I am putting here table name, employee, then ID, integer primary key, name varchar 25, then email, then gender and the role. So this has been written in the query editor and you have to click on that run button. So query will be succeed and affected rows are 0. So now you have created only this table. Now we have to insert the data into our table. So how you are inserting the data into table? Putting your queries into your query editor. So here you have to replace the name of the table into our sample table query. So I am putting here name of the table, that is employee, and which query you have to write? Insert into table name, then space values, and in bracket you have to give name of the value. The first is ID, then name, then email, then gender and the role. And click on run button. So these affected rows are 3. So 3 rows are inserted into our database, that is our table name employee. So we have created the database, that is DB demo 1, and in that inside the database DB demo 1, we have created the table, that is employee. Now if you want to check whatever the values are stored into your table, that is employee table, then you have to write this command select star from employee where role is equal to cloud. So after putting this command, it will display the name of the employee, which consists of the role, that is cloud. If you want to display all these commands, all these tables, all these table entries, then you can write here select star from employee and it will display your whole table. That is row number 1, row number 2 and row number 3 will be displayed here, and for all the rows data will be displayed. So we have performed here the create table, then insert table, then selecting the data from the table. Now you have to delete the table from your database. So for deleting the table, you can write the command delete from table name where role is equal to some value. If you want to update some table data, then how you can update the data? You have to write the command that is update, then your table name that is employee, then set role is equal to Angular where email ID is equal to robert@abc.com. So here in the robert@abc.com, the first of all the value of role is equal to cloud. Now I have to set here the role is equal to Angular and I am updating here. This row will be updated here, and whenever you are entering here select star from employee, then it will display the role will be updated in the row number 3, that is the mail instead of this robert@abc.com. The role will be displayed here Angular. Now we are deleting the table. So for deleting the table, you have to put here delete from employee. So now I am not deleting the whole table. I want to delete the data from the table name employee where role is equal to Node.js. So previously in that database, in that table which consists of 3 rows. Now after deleting the role that is Node.js, this row will be deleted and it will display only 2 rows. Now the rows will be affected here. If you are again entering, select star from employee and click on run button. Now you can see one row will be deleted here. Now if you want to delete the whole table, then what you have to write? Delete table employee and click on run button. So fail to execute the query. So you can write here a drop table and if you are clicking on that run button, then query will be succeed. So after writing the drop table option, your whole table will be deleted here. And if you are now clicking for the select star from employee, it will not display anything. That is failed to execute a query because the employee table does not exist. So in this video, we have executed these queries like CRUD operations, that is create, insert, update and delete, and the last one is the select operation and the drop operation.